What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of Cub Reacts on a Tuesday afternoon. Very interesting tune we've got on the way today. We've had a lot of conversations on the channel recently about international collaboration and I suppose Afrobeats artists in general being reached out to by different artists from different backgrounds around the world. This is a very interesting collaboration we're going to be getting into today as Clean Bandit and French the Kid, two names in the UK synonymous with a combination of UK dance music and UK rap music, join forces with the one and only Rema for a track that goes by the name Sad Girls. Obviously, Rema's just had his album drop. We've seen him pop up in a number of different places. He's also just had a huge collaboration with Selena Gomez. The guy is relentless at the moment. I'm excited to see how this one sounds. As always, friends, if you're new to the channel, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. I'm very interested to see how this one sounds. Let's get right into it. Let's go. Oh, wow, we're going here. Visualizer looks cool.
Money on my man, guess we fantasize. Levels to the remedy stuck in my mind.
Mad.
My mama shit, I promise we gon' be alright. Still I keep you awake at night. Yeah, get it in, only way I'll get it out. At least I'm my brother proud. I'll be riding around, they try
direction wise,
I'm feeling happy.
right from the jump, I could safely say this isn't an area I would normally listen to. It's not normally an area I'd normally play on radio or play in the dances. This, for me, is an area I would describe as pop garage. Now, in the UK, over the last 2 or 3 years, we've seen a massive surge towards UK garage as a kind of theme. It's one of the most popular dance music genres to ever come out of the UK, and we're seeing a real kind of push on the more pop scale end of it, where you kind of take the sort of classic elements of garage, the sort of progressive chords, the two-steppy style drum shuffles, and all those kind of elements, but then you throw a much more sort of pop-influenced vocalist over the top, and that's where I would put French the Kid personally. I put him in a bit more of a kind of pop-influenced bracket. Clean Bandit obviously are synonymous with pop music in general, whether that be through dance or through other kind of things. So this is going to be a really interesting realm for Rema to penetrate, man. Let's see where we go.
I know she feeling me, not a dealer B. I'm the realest G. I know LSD's how I feel the breeze. I got the sad girls feeling like I'm ecstasy. I got this one girl telling me that I'm no one. Came close at the bullet when I jam my gun. Got more time when I feel the drums. Got the bass in my mind when I'm feeling numb. Got my little darling, we gon' fly up to the sky.
Mad.
I'll be drinking to the feeling in my head goes down. Yeah, I'm walking on clouds as around. I'll be
so yeah, immediately, I need to really stress this is definitely not my area of expertise at all. Music-wise, this is definitely not something I'd normally listen to. It's not something I'd normally go near, realistically. But it's an interesting one because this is obviously a sound that we hear on UK mainstream radio all the time. If you've got a radio on, this is the sort of thing that will pop on just generally all the time. This is the sort of thing we're expecting to hear. However, this is not an area I would have ever expected to hear Rema in. So this is now basically a tester listen to see what he does when he's pushed into a much more, again, westernized, pop-centric realm.
Cause I like her, but it's got a Gemini. And she really got me tight right now. Are you feeling the vibe is around? I can't hear you when the music could be up, so I'll be drinking to the feeling in my head.
Gosh, reminding me of Freshers. Even that melody there. Again, the kind of interesting thing with this as a sound is, I know that the majority of people that subscribe to this channel don't live in the UK. I think we're 70% based outside of the UK. But if you are in the UK and you follow this channel, you'll know that if you go to any kind of, like, I don't know, a Yates or like any sort of like mainstream venue, this is the sort of sound you're gonna be hearing. And it's, again, as I said before, it's very much a sound I would normally not go near. Again, French the Kid in this sort of area, this is, again, I don't really know how to describe it. You can hear his vocals very much rolling with a skippy, a flow pattern over very kind of oomphy drums. They've been really over compressed and they're very kind of pulsating. You then couple that with those vocal delays that are going on behind it. There's obviously a bit of an electronic element going on. You've got a high pitch and a lower pitch version of his vocal either side. I have no idea what Rema's going to do with this. Absolutely no clue.
There's something I see about this girl different. From the first time I saw her, for a moment she look like a Luna. When she move on the dance floor, she got the vibe, she got the essence with nobody else feel belong. I can tell she has a girl outside, but
this is weird. It's really, really weird. And I'll tell you the reason it's weird, because it doesn't sound like Rema to me. Like, I don't know if I'm very much in the wrong for that, but it does not sound like a typical Rema verse. This sounds like a very kind of alternated and switched around version of Rema. They maybe even got sent an a cappella and they've played with it a ton, because even his tonality sounds different. And it's weird because this isn't really an area I'd like to see Rema in personally. He sounds good, don't get me wrong. He sounds like this version of him belongs on this tune. Strangely so, which is why it doesn't sound like Rema to me, you know?
She be on, oh, body's over. She crying outside. I asked her what's wrong. She's telling me alone. I don't want your love. Kiss me and just go. I think she's happy. She's a sad girl.
Fly to the sky. I'll be drinking to the feeling in my
very bizarre.
Yeah, I'm walking on clouds as a real.
So if that's all we're going to get from Rema on this tune, then I'm quite upset because this is the weird thing. It's not an area I enjoy, and I need to stress that because this is not my area of expertise at all. Otherwise, I'd be breaking down a lot more elements of the kind of influences and things like that. But he sounds very natural over this sort of sound. And the reason he sounds natural over this sort of sound is because it doesn't sound like Rema, which is really weird. And obviously I try to keep up to date with all the collabs that we see from the biggest names within kind of Afrobeat circles, whether that be in different sounds or genres, depending on what they're doing. But I don't know. It's not for me, if I'm being entirely honest. Rema's bit sounds good, and it sounds like it's supposed to be there, but this isn't a tune I would flip on and go, hey, let's check this one out.
And she really got me tight right now. Are you feeling the vibe as a real? I can't leave when the music could be on.
I do feel like I'm at Freshers. Like, if you know, I don't know if Freshers is an international thing. Freshers Week in the UK is basically the week that all of the uni students arrive and just go out and go mad. And they go to all the pop venues. There's all these bar crawls arranged. I live in Brighton, which is in the south of the UK, and it's such a student-heavy city. Every year we kind of know, oh, it's Freshers. You can tell it's Freshers just by the way the city's set up. But I do definitely feel like I'm in a venue that I don't want to be in. That's definitely what it is. And I'm the sort of person, if I'm in a building I don't want to be in, I will literally stand by the bar and wait for people to get bored and then go. Or I'll just go. Like, I won't stay somewhere I don't want to be. So this is a bizarre one. We'll let it run through to the end, though, and give it the run. Mad.
And I feel like I'm floating through the sky. Baby, tell me if you feel what I feel. I'm imagining us smoking, feeling high. Got this Cali in my pack for the chill. She told me come let's fly to this paradise. I got feelings in my body and they never lie. All this liquor in my cups got me feeling right. I don't care about my issues when I feel alive, yeah.
There we go. Our brief stint into the heart of Prism. That's what this one kind of feels like. Again, Prism, if you're not in the UK, Prism's a really big club franchise here in the UK, but it is very much focused on this sort of thing. And again, I don't want to kind of discredit it, even though I probably have sounded like I'm discrediting it. It's just not for me. Like, musically, production-wise, it's just not an area that I naturally gravitate towards. What I will say about this is, Rema sounds like he can do this if he wants to. There's always an avenue in this kind of lane that he could basically go and make a lot of money in if he wanted to. I don't think this is an area we'll see him in regularly, because I don't necessarily think again, we didn't hear a classic Rema on this. We heard an alternate version of Rema that did sound good, but it didn't sound like Rema to me. You know, the vocal that was on there sounded good. But yeah, very, very bizarre indeed. I mean, Clean Bandit, French the Kid, they're both doing their thing. Big up Clean Bandit especially. I like a lot of what Clean Bandit do. But yeah, I'd safely say this one is not for me, but it's good for what it is. That's the best way I can describe it. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Obviously, this one is a real kind of break away from what we would normally expect to hear from Rema, so let me know down below, did you enjoy it? Is this an area you'd like to see him go into again? Would you prefer he stuck to the sort of sound that he's developing within Rave and Roses? Could this be a direction he ends up going in with that kind of rave theme going on? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as always. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.